Alright everybody, it is time for SpookyYuuki Day 4, Day 3. We're gonna continue our adventure in Mario the Music Box in just a bit. We're gonna recap what happened last time on Monday. Here we go everybody. Before we get into tonight's Mario the Music Box, I just want to remind everybody that this game is not suitable for young audiences. This is not your regular Mario game. This game will deal with strong themes of um, adult stuff for this game, so please do keep them in mind as you watch tonight's presentation. This is a Mario game, but this is not your typical Mario game. This is a horror game filled with themes that only adults would understand. With that out of the way, let's recap what happened last time on the stream. So last time we got to go into the house. We got to learn about the couple that lived in this house, along with a girl named Aria, who is a pianist who plays piano. But apparently, she also died in this mansion, but we do not know how. Along the way, we have two puzzles that we are trying to solve, which include a code puzzle in a code room on the right side of the house. And we also had a new puzzle where we had to find a combination lock. Today we're going to try to solve those two puzzles and continue our quest. We also found, I also will tell you, a lot outside of the stream, like outside of the stream time. I got to play outside of stream, and I did find an item that is going to be very useful for the code puzzle in terms of the combination lock, which we will go over there in a moment. So, if we go over here, we're going to find a artificial plant that has a note. That has a key, excuse me. This key opens this chest, which contains a note. And this note is a key item. It says HOP and the number 25. So let's write that down. HOP number 25. So you might be wondering, what exactly is this puzzle? So HOP is 25. And then we have the other one, EL, and the number 46. So if we put this all together, the word is HOP plus EL plus something. Now, if you combine the letters, it's HOPEL. What is the other letters? And based on like word logic, the word that might come to mind is hopeless. So we are looking for SS in terms of a number combination, which will unlock us, which will give us a combination lock to the kitchen. So as you can see here, we have a vault. We have a safe. And as you guys can see, we have numbers here. We do not know what this is yet. So we're also looking toward to the other puzzle, which is the code puzzle on the other side of the hallway. If you guys remember, yesterday we were trying to figure out this lock over here. So this lock right here has 4 numbers from 0 to 9. And the clues that we found are in this note right here. It says the number of plants in this room, the amount of bookcases outside this room. The third number is how many artificial plants are left in the left straight hallway, and number of dogs in the first floor. Upon investigation, away from stream, I have some combination of numbers I'm gonna try. Now keep in mind that I did this off stream and I want to explain my logic of these numbers. Plants in the room, I really think these are 1, 2, 3 plants. I don't see a 4th. That's why I'm like, I am 100% confident that the first number is 3. Now when we get to the other numbers, that is where I got stuck in last night's stream on Monday. And the reason for that, obviously, is because it's not an easy puzzle. So I have some number combos that I want to go over with you. Bookcases outside this room. I selected 1, 2, and 9 as possible second numbers. The reason for that, 1, if the game is considering bookshelves with books. So if we take a look at the clue again, we can't take it out. It's not a key item. So the second one is the amount of bookcases outside this room. Now, are they talking about bookcases that are filled? If it's really outside this particular room only. So I have 1 if it's filled and it's only outside that room. I have 2 if we count a broken bookcase. A broken bookcase. And then I have a 6. I have 9 if we count everything outside the room. So that's my logic for the second number. The third number is artificial plants in left hallway. The left hallway is not this one. It is on the other side of the first floor. Now what the game considers the first floor is this right here. So in the left hallway, which is right here, we are greeted with 2 plants. Now, according to this is not an artificial plant. And the reason why is because the way Mario says it. Mario says a very dead plant. Poor thing wasn't watered. If it was literally artificial, it's plastic. Okay? But again, this is a horror game, and the developer may think as these two as artificial plants. So that's why I said for the third number it could be 2, it could be 6 if you count the one in that room right there, and it could also be 0 because according to Mario these are not artificial. So I am inclined to believe that's a 0. The final number is number 4, which is the first 4 Lord dolls. This is where it gets a little bit more interesting. If the game, according to the map, this is the first floor. Here's the caveat. Are they only talking about this room? Or are they talking about the entire first floor? Because I have 0 and 6. And there's another number I want to go over, and that number is 9. And that is because I found some other dolls um, that are not in upstairs. So I have some new numbers we can try. So plants in the room, I 100% I'm going with 3. So that number is gonna stay put. For bookcases outside of the room, I am going with the numbers 1, 2, and 7. 1 if it's just the the working bookcase. 2 if it's everything outside that room, and 7 if it's the entire house. Artificial plants, I'm gonna go with 0 and 2, assuming that those 2 plants outside the door of the endless hall are artificial. And the dolls is 0 if it's they basically that one room. 8 if it's the entire house, and 3 if it's only the pink dolls. So we're gonna try some combinations right now. Let's see how close we are on this puzzle. So we have the numbers 3, 1, 0, 0. And that's wrong. So 1 down. Let's try 3, 2, 0, 0. Nope. Good thing I have a notebook right to my left right here. And the next numbers are 3, 7, 0, 0. I got 3, 7 because of the bookcases outside. That is wrong. Okay. My confidence went down a little bit, but that's okay. We still have some more numbers to try. Let's try 3, 1, 2, 0. Because inside this case could be the final note of the hopeless puzzle, which I mentioned earlier with the code nut combinations. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 0. Nope. Let's try 3, 2, 2, 0. Tomorrow we have the Castillo Protocol game, by the way. SpookyYuuki Day 5. Nope. 3220 does not work. Let's try 3720. And that is wrong. My confidence is shot, but that's okay. Remember, this is a horror game. Anything can happen in a horror game. It's a puzzle game, so we're good on that. Okay, let's try 3128, and the 8 comes from the dolls of the first floor, assuming that there is everything. So let's go 3128. And that is wrong. 3228. And that is wrong. 3728. This game could be a while ago, guys. 3728. And that is wrong. Okay, now let's try 3723. That is wrong. Okay, now we're gonna get we're gonna have to do a little more digging here. 3723. Let's see if I 3723. Yeah, I already accidentally did that twice. 3123. That is also wrong. Hmm. Now, 303103. Nope. 3703. That is also wrong. Now we're gonna have to do some more research here. Oops, I did not mean to do that. 3223. Sounds like a phone number. Nope, I did not mean to do that. 3223. That is also wrong. Let's try 3228. That is also wrong. 3700. That is also wrong. Okay, so we have to figure out something here. We have to find some numbers here. So I am 100% confident that the first one is 3. Bookcases outside this room. Okay, I have a very sneaky suspicion about something about that one. Artificial plants. I am 100% going with 0. I think because there has to be a 0 because that's not an artificial plant according to Mario. Bookcases outside this room. This is the one I'm very interested in. And dolls on the first floor. Let's go over the bookcases outside. Because I have a 1, I have a 2, and a 7. I am confident there's 1 and a 2 if it's just that one room. It's where we get outside that room. It's 7 or something else. So we're gonna have to count again. So I am considering the fact that that's a bookcase. That's 1. But this is also a bookcase. It's broken. But does the developer, you have to think about this from a developer's point of view. What is the developer thinking in terms of this puzzle? Does the developer count a broken bookcase as part of the puzzle? So if that is the case, that's 2. So 1, 2. And remember, it's outside that particular room. There's 1, 2. There's 2 there. If we count broken, there's no bookcase here in a kid's room. There's 3, there's 4. If we count everything, there's 5 if we count broken. So there's 5. So right now we are at 5. If we go to this room right here, this would be 6. That's 1, 6. There's 7. So we have 7. That's where the 7 comes from. And if we go to the left hallway, there's nothing here, so we're stuck at 7. There's 8 and 9. So now possible numbers now include a 9 for the bookcases outside. And if they are not counting, if they are counting the broken ones, it's 9. If they are not, it's 7. So we're gonna have to find a combination with 9. Then the dolls on the first floor. 0 if it's just that one room in the bottom. 8 if it's everything. 3 if it's only the pink ones. And it has to be on the first floor. You cannot go upstairs. So we're gonna have to be creative with this one. If you have any questions about this game, let me know. Please note that this game is not your typical Mario game. This is a horror game with themes of adult stuff. So please do keep that in mind if you guys continue to watch. Tomorrow we have the Costello Protocol. Alright, let's count some dolls. So I believe that that's a doll. So that's 1. That's 2. 3. That's 3. Hold on, let's go back. That's 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1 there inside that room. There's nothing here in our Aria's room, so that's 3. Let's go to the kids' room. There is a 4th doll right there. So that's 4. And then that's 5. That's 6. So right now we are at 6. This game is not easy. I'll tell you now. That's 6 right there. We cannot go upstairs because that's not the second. That's the first. This is the first floor. So we're at 6. Hold up. That is still 6. There's nothing there. There's nothing here in the endless hallway. So right now we're at 6, 7, 8, 8. And there's nothing there. So 8, right now I have a number 4. Now, there's 2 types of dolls. We have purple and we have pink. Are they talking about purple? Are they talking about pink? Or are they talking about everything? So if we go with purple, it's 1. We're going backwards. 1. I have 1. 2. We're counting purple. So that's 2. That's 3. And I believe the one in the kids' room is a red. So that's 3. And then let's talk about the red ones now. So it's 1, 2. The kids' room is 3. That's 4. So right now we're at 4 if we're talking about red. And it has to be on the first floor only. And that should be 5. Okay. So let's add 5 to our combo numbers. Okay, so let's talk about a combination. What could be the combination here? So right now, if we just look at the line 3905, if we go with what we just did, so it's 3905. If this is right, we did it. If this is wrong, we have to figure out what they mean. So let's try 3905. If this is right, my goodness, okay. I'm hoping at least we get this part tonight. Okay, let's try 3905. And that is wrong. So that is not it. So 3905 is wrong. So let's write some combinations. So we have 3. So let's try this. Try again. Let's try it. Let's do this step by step. So we have for combo number 1, that's the 3. For number 2, we have the possible numbers of the bookcases 1, 2, 7, 9. Number 3, for number 3, we have the artificial plants 0 and 2. I'm going to take that into effect. And number 4, the possible numbers are 0835. And this puzzle right here could lead into the next one. So we have the possible combinations are 3, 0, 1, 0. 3, 0, 1, 8. 3, 0, 1, 3. 3, 0, 1, 5. Then we have 3, 2, 2, 0, which I think is already wrong. 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 8. So this is gonna be a little while here. This is not easy. We have 3, 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 2, 5. Then we have. Okay, I think I have a number. Okay, I think I have a number. Okay. Let's go 3, 9. Let's go 3, 3, 7, 0, 5. Let's try 0, 5. Let's try this one. 3705. That is wrong. So we know that's wrong. Let's try 3, 7, 3, 5. Let me just make sure I did not do that already. Okay, 3, 7, 3, 5. That is wrong. Okay. It's not that one. So we got 3705, 3735. That's wrong. And we know 3220 is wrong. Okay, so let's try. Okay. because number 3 is talking about the plant. I really think it's 30. It starts with 30. Then no. Number 3 is the plant. So it's what I think is going on. It's 3 blank 0 blank. So the middle number, the third number is a 0. That's my um analysis here. Okay, so if we take a look at the clue of bookcases, this is the one that's tripping me right now. Let's try. I really think that third number is a 0. Let's try. Three, 0, 0. And then the last number, the fourth one, is talking about the dolls. 3008. Let's try 3008. Then we're gonna try. Let's try 3. Because number 2 is bookcases. Actually, no, it cannot be a 0. No. Because there's always one bookcase. Let's try 3, 1, 0. Did we try 3108? Did we try 3108? I tried 3108 in my testing. Now, so 3108, we'll try that. We're also going to try 3. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Bookcases. 3, 9. Let's go 0. 3, 9, 0. Let me just make sure I did not do this one as well. 3, 9, 0. Did I do a 3, 9, 0 here? Three nine zero, no, 390. I did, but not 39. 390. 8. Then 3905. 3900. Let's do, and then I want to really see that number. Let's do 37. 37. 9. No, wait, 370. 3. Okay, let's try some of these. 3108 is wrong. So we know 3108 isn't right. Let's try 3908. That is wrong. Let's try 3905. Is wrong. 3700. 3700 is wrong. Let's go 3900. That's also wrong. Let's try 3703. That is wrong. Alright. Did we do 3015? No. That is wrong. Okay, so it's not 3015. 3013. No, it cannot be either because there's no 0 on the second number. And we did already 3223, I think. I already did 3223, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's wrong. So 3223 is wrong. 3225. Is wrong. Let's try 3220. I think I already did this a lot. Yeah, I did. Three two two zero. Let's try 2228. Nope. That's wrong. Let's see. I am confident though the first number is 3. It's the bookcases number and that dolls one. But the dolls one could be 8. But I'm not sure. This could be 8. But I don't want to block it. So let's try something with an 8 as the last number. So let's try. That's why I started early too. I knew this is going to be the puzzle that's going to give us the hardest time of the night. And I was absolutely right. Give me one moment. I might have to take a water break here. Okay. And let's try 3. Let me see, we did 3 0 1 8 3 0 9 8 3 0 2 8 3 0 3028, 3098, 3018. No, I cannot put a 0. Hold up. I'm gonna say 3 3128 3108 3 3708 3728, and then we got 3908 3 3928. It has to be one of these. Okay, let's try first 3128. 3128. And that is wrong. 3108. Is wrong. And then we have 3708. That is wrong. Three seven two eight. That is wrong. 3908. That is wrong. 3928. Nope. Okay. Okay, so if those numbers don't work, let's try a different approach. Okay, plants in the room is 3. At least this room, it said 3. Bookcases outside the room. I don't think it's 2. And right now, all the 1 combinations don't work. Let me see something. Yeah, most of the 1. Let me actually write the ones again. So 3 1. Let me try the 1s. I have a feeling it's a 1. And the last number is an 8. But then again, that could be anything there. Let's try 3108. Did we do 3108? Yeah, we did. So let's try all the 1 combos. But except that we did a lot of them already. 3100. Did we do 3108? Yeah, we did. Okay. And we're talking about, let me see. Because I am thinking it's 2. But then, is it bookcases with, hold up. I have a very unique approach to this. Hold up. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to look this up. Because I want to continue in the game. So here's my thinking. Where was Mario Music Box made? Which engine? Which RPG Maker engine? Because that would tell me a determination of what a bookcase is. Which RPG Maker engine was Mario the Music Box made in? XP. Okay. RPG Maker XP was a long time ago. So, if we take a look at images, RPG Maker XP bookcase. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Okay. A little bit of a hint here I found out. Okay. The bookcase can be anything that is closed as well. So we need to remove the broken ones. But they're all in different variants. Okay, so this might be a little hint. But the broken one is worn out. So this could be anything here. If we are going by logic and and the bookcase is a regular bookcase, we're going to attempt to count the ones that are not broken. Because that right there is a broken bookcase. But if we take a look at RPG Maker XP, and compare it to the game here, I think that's edited. And it's okay to edit tiles in RPG Maker XP. That's what it's for. You're already supposed to make your own game. But if we take a look at this bookcase right here, that looks normal to me. It's I believe it's one of the default ones right there. So if this is the case, one, let me just make sure they're not counting drawers, because that could be a mistake here. So right now it's a 1, 2, because that's a default asset. 3. Was there one in here? That's more of a bookshelf. So right now we're at 3 if we're counting the regular asset. Then if we go to this room, I believe it's 4. And then 5 on the other room. So that's 5. Yeah, I was thinking this is never gonna be easy. So right now we're at 5. And then we have 7. 2 more. There's 2 more right there. 7. And 7 is indeed one of the numbers. If we're talking about bookcases. If we're talking about broken bookcases too, that's gonna be 9. So I really think it's a 3-7 something. But have we exhausted every 3-7? Possible combination here. And an artificial plants in the left hallway. That should be a 0. But 370. 3708, I think we already tried. Have we tried 3708? I just want to make sure. 3708. We tried 3908, but we did. I don't know. Let's try it. 3708. Remember, folks, this is a horror game, so expect the puzzles to come. Wait until we play Silent Hill after my birthday. So this is just like a little warm up. This is nothing compared to Silent Hill. This is Mario Music Box. Did we try 3708 yet? No, and it's wrong. Oh no, we did try it. 3708 is right here. Okay, so. And we already tried 3908, I think. Yes, we did. Okay. And I think we tried 3208. 3208. Um. Three two oh eight. No, I don't think we did. Nope, wrong. Okay. This is a hard one. I was not thinking I'm gonna get stumped on this one. Is the word this bold? Looks bold to me. I think that's a bold. The word this is bold. This would be a 0. And then the dog's on the first floor. That's also the one that's getting me right now. Let's try. And there's no other clues I can grab right now. We already tried 3223. Did we try 3228? Yes, we did. 3108. 3108. No, I already did that. 3208. We already did that. 3728. 3728. Try 3728. No, I did. Oh goodness, we're running out of combos. I am very curious to see though. Hold up. I'm very curious about something out. Hold up. What if I've been thinking about it the wrong way? Let's see. Let me find a similar plant. It's the long green one. Because I'm thinking of something here. No, that's a plant. That's a regular plant, so the number 3 might be right. Now, what that was I'm thinking of, if Mario said something differently about those plants, that's why I was thinking this number is 3. Because there's one there, and the other one is there. So this would be 3. I'm confident that the first number is 3. It's the other numbers I'm not. The one for the last number, I'm only confident if they're talking about the dogs that are the entire first floor. I might have to redo the numbers here. I'm gonna try one more set of combinations, and then we're gonna try the hopeless puzzle. Okay. We're gonna get a new page here. So number 1, I'm gonna rewrite some combinations so that I can take notes on what's right, what's wrong. So number 1 is gonna be 3. Number 2, the possible numbers are 1279. Number 3, the combination, the possible numbers are 0 and 2. Oh wait, you know what? Before I do that, let me look up something because I'm thinking about something here. So I want to look up something here before I make my combos here. Let's look up map, first floor map of Mario the Music Box. I have a very sneaky suspicion about something. Okay, the left hallway. Yeah, I had a yeah. Okay, so yeah, but the one the one floor first floor room doesn't work. What I don't want to do is cheating, but I really need to move on to the next part. And there's an endless hallway on the left side. We know where the kitchen is in the bathroom. But the bathroom doesn't count because we can't go in there anymore. Okay, so the first floor. Okay, for this one, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to play with it. We have to cheese it. Okay, so even the guide is wrong. Yeah, this one's not easy. Kitchen's key, okay. Yeah, the wiki is only talking about one of the puzzles. It's not the one we're talking about. So, I want to see something. Let's do the hopeless puzzle first. Because I found numbers. Hold on, where's the library? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. That's why I go back. I keep going back. Oh, I accidentally quit out. It's okay. I wonder if that second number could also be 6. Because this is not leading to the rooms yet. There is that endless hallway. So I'm gonna add 6 to my number list for the plant. So 6, and then number 4 is that's the dolls. 0835. But number 1 is going to be 3. I am very confident in that number. I just want to make sure I'm not missing a thing here right now. Okay, I know that. Okay, I saw the number of the guide. The number was 11. But I have to figure out. I think the remastered came out recently. I have to do a new game, but I might do the original. I am very my suspicion is they changed it a lot in the remake, in the remaster. But again, that could be my thinking here. So what I'm thinking of doing is we're going to be doing this again for sure. But we are going to be doing the original. That is the remaster. Because I'm getting stuck on this one. But I want to continue for a little bit. Because you gotta at least get something. Yeah, this is the hopeless puzzle. So I'm gonna use my helper tonight. I get 3 helpers, but if we go to the original, I'm gonna return to that 3 helpers. So we know that for the code for the safe, we have HOPEL ESS. And we found out that HOP is 25. EL is 46. ESS is the last one, but the guide's at 11. So 25, 46, 11. That's my helper. 25, 46, 11. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if this is right or am I doing this wrong? Um, 25, 46, 11. Or am I doing this wrong? Let me see. No, the number was wrong. 6. That's why. 25, 46. Wait, that's right wrong. I get 3 helpers. But if we're playing the original next week, I get those back. 25, 46, and 6. Okay, well, I think we can continue the game. As long as I get 2 more helpers. So let's read the journal. Hopeless is the entry. It says, the notes combine to make the word hopeless. I know it's the house trying to make me lose my sanity, but I won't let it. I'll do my best I can to escape this forsaken place and go back home to my friends and family. Peach, Luigi, where are you? Why haven't you come for me? Please get me out of here. Okay, so we have a golden key. So we're gonna keep going for a little bit longer. I get 2 more helpers. But if we're going to continue with the original, we are gonna have to. I get those back. Okay, where does this take me to go? Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Maybe on the left side. Yeah, this game is a little bit nuts for what it is. I'm not gonna cap. But I think I'm enjoying the game only because I get to learn how to do these combinations. Okay, where does this lock go to? Nope. Were there any other doors that were locked? No, that's the bathroom, but we cannot go back in there. No, this was here before. I think it's on the right side. Hold on, let me see. This is not easy. Wait, is it in the kitchen? What other door is locked right now? Okay, there is the endless hall. Oh wait, I don't know. I think I know what it is. No, it's not that one. Are we giving up on the code puzzle? No, not yet. But it's gonna be a fight to get it back here. Unless there's a secret door. Hmm. Yeah, it is all game over. Yeah, that's still a game over screen right there. Alright, is there another door here? I'm gonna use my helper. I have one left. Unless we do the original. Master bedroom? What? So apparently I didn't even get somewhere. With a golden lock, it said. I think we're playing the original next week. Master bedroom. Hello there. Oh no, this is the main channel, but we're going to switch to the Yuki the Hedgehog soon, but no, but this is piano room. Yeah, I think we're playing the original because there is no other door unless we're looking for the master bedroom. Unless, hold up. No, that's the water. That's a game over screen. Yeah, but it didn't work out with my character. So that's why we're changing it up. That's the bathroom. That is the kitchen. That's locked. Okay. Yeah, let me research one more time, and if not, we're going to play the original next week. Because I want to actually make progress in this game. I'm just making sure there's nothing in here. I'm gonna test out the original. If the original has the right codes, we're gonna continue there. Okay. Alright, that's it for now. We will be continuing this on the original next week. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing the Castillo Protocol. On Friday, we're gonna take a break from scary games because it's Fortnite Friday. Saturday, we're also taking a break from scary games because it's Mario Maker. Sunday, we are going to do scary games, but we are gonna be doing Mario again. So it's going to be back to back. That's all for this one. Sorry we did not make progress, but I think it's just because there's a remastered version. I have to look into the original, okay? We'll be back on tomorrow for Castillo Protocol. Monday, on Sunday, we're going to be doing the original. Enjoy.